What's up, guys? Another beautiful morning. Let's go ahead and flip over to main. Of course, we got our disclaimer up there. Take a minute and read that, of course. So this morning, the biggest mover that I see is QNRX, moving up quite a bit. And let me go ahead and take that down. QRNX. Let's jump over here to the scans. Good morning, Jim. So over here on the scans, 121% up QNRX. One of the ones that did catch my eye right off the right out of the go was P-Fund, because we've seen P-Fund. It is a previous mover, and it's one of those that ripped to, like, 20, 30, whatever dollars. So the fact that it's up here, it may be a little bit crazy Monday. We'll see what happens. P-Fund is only up 23%. We're going to look through the catalyst here of everything pretty much over 10% right here. So we'll start with the biggest one, QNRX. QNRX. So the press releases for today. Quinn Pharmaceuticals announces FDA clearance to recruit teen subjects into both ongoing netherton, whatever, I guess netherton syndrome clinical studies. So what that is, I believe that's a skin condition, and basically it's a skin condition where your skin is scaly and it oozes some type of liquid. So they're doing some testing, but this is for their clinical studies, so they're pushing that. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. The next one is kind of on the fence because it's such a high float, foo-foo. And it didn't even have any press releases for today. It has news circulation, but anybody can circulate news articles. So yeah, I really wasn't really feeling that one. Let's check out the float for QNRX though. Back to the first one. So let's go to statistics. Good morning, Lori Lee. Good morning, Jim. So over here at the statistics, the float for QRNX is really, really low. Under 1 million shares in the float. So that's going to be very attractive to a lot of retail traders today. Okay. Let's go and look at their profile. Queen Pharmaceuticals. I don't even know how to say that name. It looks Chinese, but it's apparently based out of Ashburn, Virginia. A clinical stage specialty pharmaceutical company focuses on development and commercialization of therapeutic products for rare and orphan diseases. Its lead product is QRX003, a topical lotion to treat netherton, whatever syndrome, which is that skin syndrome. The company is also developing another treatment of recessive dystrophic. I'm gonna stop trying to say these words. Yeah, these words and these words. It has a license agreement with Skin Visible Inc., consulting agreements with Excella Research LLC, a master service agreement with Therapeutics Inc., and a research agreement with the Queensland University of Technology. The company was founded in 2018 and is based in Ashburn, Virginia. So the biggest mover is on skin stuff, right? Let's go to Fufu, which is their higher float one. Let me see what they're doing over here at Fufu. Or do I even want to waste my time looking at this? It doesn't even have a profile to read. Oh, it's a brand new stock. It's IPO. Never mind. I'm not even gonna waste my time looking at that. All right. HSDT up 56%. It's another medical stock. Helis Medical Technologies, a neurotechnology company, focuses on developing, licensing, and acquiring non-implantable technologies for the treatment of symptoms caused by neurological disease or trauma. The company's product is portable neuromodulation stimulator a non-surgical medical device intended for use as a short-term treatment of gait deficit due to symptoms from wait, they're fixing walking? Gait deficit. Isn't gait the walking stride? Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not stupid. Gait disorder, gait abnormalities, healthcare provider. Oh yeah, that is the walking stride. Okay, yeah. So they're pretty much dealing with people that can't really extend because of multiple sclerosis and balance deficit due to mild to moderate traumatic brain injuries. Okay, so that's HSDT. Let's also see if they have any press out here. So their press, they are coding for this. Okay, so basically what we just read, they're coding for this mouthpiece controller. And I don't even understand. It says mouthpiece controller. Are they going to control it from their mouth? What is that talking about? Okay, neural system rehabilitation to describe neuromodulation, blah blah blah. Okay, PONS mouthpiece. What does a mouthpiece got to do with your walk? This marks critical reimbursement. Okay, so they're really not going into too much detail from what I'm seeing into that mouthpiece. But they do have some money talks down here. So it says, as we pursue a widespread reimbursement for PONS therapy, we have continued to manage our cash burn with the recently announced 1.5 million of net proceeds from the sale of our shares of our common stock under our ATM program. At a current average share price of $9.17 per share. Our cash runway has been extended into the third quarter of this year. Okay, so they got a lot of cash to run with, until the third quarter. We're in the first quarter, so that's got a while to be fully put into place there. Once we establish reimbursement for PONS, we believe we will be able to expand reimbursement across third-party payers and have a pathway to positive cash flow. Okay, so they're in the negative. All right, so let's go on to the next one. I see AKRO is up 29%. What is this one? AKRO. This is a little bit higher price stock. But it is in the low float category. So, okay, so this is another therapeutic company working with serious metabolic diseases, including metabolic dysfunction associated with steatohepatitis, MASH in the United States. So that's something dealing with the liver and how it's breaking down whatever. And they say that their lead product is in the phase 3 clinical trials, so coming through and probably hasn't been hard tested on any humans yet. So we'll see. But they're a little bit more expensive. They closed last week at $27 and gapped up to $35 on today. All right, let's go to PFund and see if they got. Now, of course, PFund is a name that we know from the 2020 runs. PFund was one of those crazy movers. So I would definitely keep an eye on it because it could do anything this morning for real. If we look over here on the larger charts, I have made some changes over here. One, I added labels for my ATR high. When I went back and back tested that trade that I took on, I forget what it was. I took on Saidu the other day. I noticed that when I was looking for an ATR high tap, and I actually just looked with my eyes at the line and put it at the line, but that wasn't the price that I should have put it at. And I mean, it came 5 cents away from giving me my payout, and I would have been looking for the next entry. I was like, because I thought it just jumped over uh my order, but it didn't. It didn't get there. It threw a wick so quick, and I was like, did it jump over my order? No, it never got there. So, or the orders that were filled never caught me. So I was like, okay, that's something to deal with. And so what I did was I put a label up here so I can see the exact ATR high and the exact ATR low off the rip. And my other standard deviation, relative volume, ATR will be up here as well, so I can just see them off the rip, and I don't have to guesstimate about what the price is. But yeah, I just wanted to make that a little bit easier on myself. Anyway, let's see what P Funds got for us. Press releases. P Funds sets fourth quarter, so no real news. They just putting out their earnings for March 12th. So I guess that'll be a day to put on your calendar, March 12th for P Fund, see how it reacts. If we go over here to the larger time frame, we can see that P Fund was a previous ripper and has gone through several reverse splits. So closed on Friday at 708, and that was into a downtrend. And we can see it did this before, where it was into a strong downtrend, gapped up, had some crazy movement, and then went on down, right? So just to keep it in mind. And these are just my ATRs that have been calculated on previous days. The green, solid green, is the high up here. The low is the red, and then in between, I didn't really feel like putting labels on there. I already know what those are. That's the halfway point up to the ATR. And sometimes we see struggles around those halfway points, so I kind of put those in so I can see them as well. Um, but yeah, not no real news for today, but coming into March 12th, that may be something to watch with this previous announcement, because some people buy the rumor and they sell the news. So we'll see what happens on P Fund's earnings as well. Let's go to the next one. Oh, this one is out of range. Look at this. SMCI up 10% as well. This one is a expensive stock at $1,000 per share. What in the world do they do? Let me see. Super Microcomputer Inc., together with its subsidiaries, develops and manufactures high-performance server and storage solutions based on modular and open architecture in the United States, Europe, Asia, and internationally. Its solutions range from complete server. Okay, so this is a bunch of IT stuff. That thing is $1,000 per share, up 15%. I don't know who's gonna be trading that today, but good luck to them. The next one is Macy. I believe they either had earnings or releasing earnings at some point. Let me see. Um, hey, Macy's. Of course, you already know what Macy's is. Nice clothing company. Let me see. Um, Okay, so Macy Inc. confirms receipt of revised unsolicited non-binding proposal from Arc House and Brigade. Arc House and Brigade Capital increase offer to acquire Macy's at acquire Macy's to $24 per share. Now, acquisitions are usually not my strong point. Acquisitions may not even move that much. It's up to $20 already, so $4 from now, they'll reach their whatever target. But I'm not too interested in acquisition like that. Other things that I'm really not too interested in is like Boyle, or SE down here. Soup looks like a lot of shares, so it may have a large float. Coin, All of these under this not interesting. So we'll focus in on QNRX, HSDT. I don't know about I'll keep AKRO on there just in case, and then P Fund definitely. So those four: QNRX, HSDT, AKRO, and P Fund will be the zone of focus for today. Let me get rid of SC, get rid of Boyle, get rid of Macy's on an acquisition, get rid of SMCI, which is extra expensive. I mean, just imagine being able to buy 1,000 shares of SMCI. That's crazy. Even on margin, that's crazy. But yeah, here are four right here that we will be spectating today. Anyway, hopefully you guys. Oh, Lori Lee says P Fund is ripping because it's tied to DWAC. Wait, is DWAC moving? And then she also said tomorrow is a big voting day. DWAC. 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 Up doing crazy stuff, huh? Let's see. DWAC. P Fund. DWAC. And let's see what's happening over here. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so got that. We have about 15 minutes to the bell, and it looks like it's going to be an interesting day. We narrowed down our list to, I put DWAC back up here, but I don't even know. DWAC's only up 10%. I don't even know if it has any news or whatnot, but we know that, like Lori said, tomorrow is a big voting day, so something could come of that. So these five, I'm just keeping on watch, and I may get rid of AKRO very quickly, and kind of focus in on the other four. But as for now, we got our list kind of packed in. You know, I don't know what. And the other thing is, during the open is when these calculate. So the relative volume, the relative standard deviation, and the new ATR for that ticker. So from that, we'll see where people are actually looking. Now, out of the volume right now, the winner is QNRX, but that could change very quickly to P Fund or to HSDT very quickly. Remember that this is Monday morning. And a lot of trader psychology and stuff plays out on Monday morning. People over the weekend go and study all this stuff and bring in their new strategies and things like that, and they get ran through or dumped on, trying to test out their strategies on Monday morning. So be careful with that as well. I'm gonna be sitting and watching, especially for the first couple of minutes. Oh, the other thing I added over here on my charts was the point of control. I look where this point of control is, and I kind of like to see it pulled in a direction of the market, whichever. I'm long biased, so I would like to see it pulled upward. And basically, what it does is, as more volume comes in, it moves to where the top 70% of trading or shares that are being traded are at. So if it's moving up, that means more people are wanting higher and higher prices, right? And eventually, as it moves, the value level, which is basically it encapsulates the top 70% of trades on the day, it moves up. So both of these kind of just move together as things get more bullish. And on the open, my ATR will calculate as well. That's why you see the NAN right there. It doesn't calculate during the during pre-market. Okay. So we pretty much covered everything. Let's jump back over here to QNRX. Had a high up here of 763. And, a lot of trading here. it went from 763 down here to the bottom of this value area of the 497, popped back up to the top of the value area. Will this value area push it down under 7? Or will it be able to get through? Now, QRX is above $5, so it's something that I like. If it crashes out and drops back down here, the bottom of this value level, the back to the point of control, that's going to be going, probably crashing out. So I'll be very careful on that. HSDT is above 5 as well, but we can see it has a little bit of not really consolidation because it's kind of chopping upwards. So, but it's at $7.15, so it's definitely still on the radar. And P Fund is absolutely on the radar up here, consolidating, and it could do a flat top breakout up here of the 926. It had a ATR yesterday of $2.35, so it covers some range. I'll be, I like it as long as it can stay above 5. And yes, I am very biased and hateful of everything under 5. So yeah, I'll say that over and over again. And then DWAC up here, $43 in the bank, moving around, only 10%. Maybe it'll get some excitement. So we're getting a test of the top of this value area right here. And we'll see how that goes. The top is 644 right now. See how that holds into the open. What's up, Drifter? We getting in this thing, man. Monday morning. I'm just, I'm realizing like I just want to leave the week green. That's it, man. Cause if I can take a couple hundred, like 1,000 or something out of the week, I'm good, man. I can pay for cereal, and I could buy a new spoon because my spoon's twisted. And I can go on about my life like a normal, everyday Joe, average Joe. All right. If y'all are seeing anything else that y'all like, we can actually look at that, especially if they're under 5, because I'm not going to see anything under 5 until the open. So, we can look at those as well. Kind of go into their press releases or news or whatnot. So we're seeing it pull back off of this value area of the 644. And it's been up here twice. So this is a double test up here across that 644 for QNRX. The control point right here is at 586. 586 there. And we want to see if it starts to move down, will it pull this control point downwards? If it starts to pull it downwards, it's going to pull the value level, the value area downwards, and the overall value will be decreasing. And we'll also see the ATRs and see if it breaks that ATR low and tries to go down on us. The ATR right now is 24 cents, but it may recalculate at the open due to this big old candle right here, which it will probably make it like 30 cents or 40 cents or something. Because this candle right here is from 296 all the way up to 7. So yeah, it might be 50 cents on the open. We have 7 minutes to go. Reliable. Mike D called out PLTR. Good morning, Mike D. And Reliable called out Opera. OPRA. So let me look at those two. ELTR and Opera. OPER. Why do I keep what I'm trying to spell the whole thing out, not opera like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first one, PLTR. This one is at 24 bucks. Let's look at I must have looked at this one before because I got a lot of lines out here. Let's see. So I was looking at some kind of trend. This must have been before I started using the other strat. Why is this thing? Let me fix this. Go to my settings, go to my price, go to 20, and I want 10 down here. Apply that because I want to see that low. Okay, so here we are with it looks like it's going for a flat top breakout up here. But I mean, that's just what it looks like. These lines, I don't know when I put these here, but I know they're old because my new lines are all white. So yeah. All right. So boom. And another thing I added was the toolbar. Nice little drop down toolbar to use on these. I can easily switch to my pointer pen, price level, whatever, trend line, circle stuff, all of that. So I don't have to just be going down here trying to flip this up and wonder and look around. I could just get to it. But yeah, this one, I saw some type of uptrend here. It did not come back to the uptrend, just consolidated, formed a higher low and then another higher low, and just looks like it's going towards that 26 break there. I don't know if it has any news on the day. Let me pop over there real quick. We got about 5 minutes to the open, so let's see. PLTR. Palantir. So 2 hours ago, Palantir and the Ministry of Economy of Ukraine signed demining partnership. Okay, so they published news on, oh my bad. They published news on February 14th. Palantir wins Dresnier Advisory Services Innovation Award. So I wonder, they have some connection with Ukraine now. Let's see. The agreement makes specific provisions for cooperation in the following areas: digitization of humanitarian demining operations, enhanced digital capabilities for coordination of land release and assessment, enabling assistance leveraging Palantir's artificial intelligence platform for decision making in mine action. Okay. Interesting. So they do have a little bit of news, and their chart does look pretty bullish. So we'll see what happens out of the open. The other one that Reliable called out was Opera, OPRA, or OPRA. And I'm gonna look at that other one in just a minute. Give me a second. We're about to go into the open as well. So Opera press releases for today. It was had a press release 4 days ago. It may be something that will be a swing trade. Let's look at the larger time frame though. So larger time frame, we see that it did gap up on the monthly 12 all the way up here to 14. So a $2 gap up, and has an ATR of 73 cents. So it is just grinding its way up there as well. We got 2 minutes into the bell. Let me read this. LIFW close to $1. Has a lot of volume for being flat. And oh, you gotta work at 9:30, not trading. Well, sometimes, Monday is the day to just focus on getting back into the swing of work. So we'll see. LIFW. Let me see what this is saying. Yep, this one. How much? Oh, it's not even up 1%. See, for those, I would like to see them up, up a little bit, at least 10%, especially if they're super cheap. And Opera pays a dividend semi-annually. Okay. So we're looking at about a minute 13. Before we go, here's the disclaimer once again. Just letting you guys know, I may place my supports and resistance and things like that, and usually I do go ahead and trade them. But definitely have your own strategy, definitely have your own mind in the market, right? All right. So coming into about 30 seconds left, and we're going to get to it. We'll watch QNRX out of the open. We still have our top five. 5. DWAC is only up 9%. Now it went down a little bit. So we'll watch this one out of the open. And the ATR should be calculated as soon as market opens. And we'll see what it does, what it wants to do. It did come back down to the point of control after testing. It looks like it moved the value area up some. Okay, there's the ATR just popped in. So ATR high up here is 652. ATR low down here is the 533. I keep forgetting this is up here now. I don't have to actually put the line here. It's right here. So there they are. And on the buy sell indicator, we're seeing high sell potential right now, 75% or so. We'll see if this flips green and if buyers want to come in. But so far, it looks like the sellers are trying to take control out of the open. It quickly tested this mid ATR level here, and it's testing the low one now. So we'll see how it does on the point of control and where it wants to take it. The next one that we want to jump over to is HSDT. While this one's doing its thing, HSDT threw a wick down there and came back into the value level, back up to the point of control, up 52%. And let me see what else. QNRX. Wow, look at this calculations here. So its relative volume. Actually, I could have did this on the other one, couldn't I? Yeah, let's jump over here. Let's jump over to the larger time frame. We can see all this. So ATR is 63 cents. There's this high and the low. The relative standard deviation is 3.53. I like that. I like to look for relative standard deviations above 2. Relative volume, I also like that. I like to look at relative volumes above 5, and especially if it's like multiples of 5. This one's 5 times the relative volume that I'm looking for. Does not mean I'm gonna jump into it, but letting the first candles play out on that one, up 48%. Jump back over to QNRX. Did touch the bottom, that bottom ATR at 529, and jump back up to the point of control. Big indecision, and we'll see how that one wants to close there. Fufu touched the ATR high and came back down. AKRO. Ooh, I do not like this pre-market. Ugh, I'm taking that one off. I don't like that. Ugh. Looks like a fader. All right, DWAC was another one. Did not get to the ATR high, had issues just at the halfway point there. PFund. PFund is one. Remember I said this was one of those previous movers at the ATR high. So it is bullish right now. It's right on the control area as well, up 25%. So I will be watching PFund like a hawk, because PFund it wants to have fun, you know. It wants to have fun. But looking over here on the relative volume for PFund is trash. What in the world? Very low relative volume on PFund though. It's gonna have to get some more work done on it for me to be interested there. If you look back over here on the scans, PFund relative volume 0, DWAC relative volume 0. We want to be where the people are looking, right? 7, 3. This is where the people are. QNRX and HSDT. Of course, AKRO, very low relative volume as well. So we're gonna focus in on where the people are. QNRX and HSDT. I'm gonna get rid of these other two. If they wanna do something today, that's cool, but the people aren't over there, so I'm not gonna be over there. So we got 2 stocks now, QNRX and HSDT to watch. Quickly eliminating things off of the watch there. Reliable called out CXAI as well. We're gonna keep our eyes here on these two for now, though. We'll see. Lori Lee called out BBAI. Let's see if that one's doing some stuff. So first we'll look at CXAI. Whoops. CXAI. And maybe I typed that wrong. Oh no, I didn't. Not a lot of people. Let's look at BBAI. Yeah, this looks alive. It is under $5 though. Uh, so it did rip the ATR down here at 426. Wow, wow, wow. BBAI, how much is this one up? 38%. $4, man. $4, 38%. Yeah, it's gonna have to push over five. It's not gonna. It's looking like it's finding a little struggle at the top of this value area. It's gotta hold up this ATR though. All right, jumping back over to QNRX, going towards now. This is kind of my struggle point because when I'm looking to trade bearish moves, bullish moves on bearish action, it's so hard because I'm already fighting a downtrend. And so I have to not be greedy. If I'm going to play something like QNRX for a possible retest to the ATR low. Right now, it's breaking the ATR low down. Wait, why are both of these ATR high? This should be ATR low. Okay, this should be ATR low. I'll go and change that real quick. I don't know what. I just saw that. I coded these this weekend. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. Oh, which one was it? ATR, custom, volume. Let's see, ATR high. And this should be ATR low. Okay, okay. We made that change. I was like, what? Okay. Let me make sure these other ones say low, 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 low. Yeah. Okay. So ATR low, ATR high. And going on down there, going on down there below that level. Let's also keep our eye on S or HSDT. These are the two areas that people are actually at. So that's where I focus. It gets dangerous around here. All right, CXAI is also good. Did it pop? Okay, popping up there. Point of control there. It is above the ATR. So CXAI coming up above 10%. What is it? 315. All right, all right, all right. Why is it extending? Oh, that's a price level, not the point. That's not the point of control. Never mind. This is a price level, an old price level on CXAI. Okay. QNRX. If it breaks down this ATR low, it's bearish for the day. Because it's going to be harder and harder for it to rip back through. Now, it could, but, that would be an anomaly. And it's kind of losing itself here. All right, HSDT. Can you guys hold up? All right, HSDT. Big old indecision candle here has tested the ATR low, holding the ATR low mid, and looking like it wants to get back up here towards the ATR high mid or mid high. And we'll see if it can. It looks like it wants to go up, to be honest. But like I said, I'll wait the first 30 minutes to kind of see the true sentiment of the move before I do anything. And let me put these other two up here that y'all called out. CXAI and BBAI. CXAI still holding up there. BBAI. Big rip down, of course. It's under 5. It's gonna take your money. Yeah. 5 up to the 480, came back down, could not hold over this. So this is a very, very not so good thing, because for it to rip out of ATR, what you want to see is it to come, even at this price, you want to see it form a higher low above that ATR, and that'll tell you, okay, there's some buyers, there's somebody that wants this thing above the ATR, wants it up. BBAI down there, and CXAI, its ATR high is at the 305, so we'll see if it can hold that up. It's only what 10 cents away from the 805, not that far, so we'll see what kind of action comes through. Oh, there's swings. Okay, got you. P fund into a halt. That's the one I forgot to look at. P Fund into a halt. Let's see what's happening over here. P Fund, the one that we were talking about, could go crazy. It is above $5. It is a previous ripper. It's where you gotta know where those prop traders are gonna be, man. You gotta know. But yeah, those for swings, CXAI and BBAI could be something on some swings. Um, Looking at P Fund, I don't know when it's gonna come out of this halt. I'll go and probably check the time in a little bit to see what kind of damage they want to do. Yeah, but for now, just so we have three tickers on watch now: QNRX, P Fund, and HSDT. The only thing I don't like about P Fund is that it's not. People need to come over here, man. We got to get people over here. QNRX giving up the ghost through the ATR low, looking real bearish. And HSDT doing a similar move. So I'm wondering, will focus go to P Fund, in these first 30 minutes? Because with it halting up and people going back in their head and be like, wait a minute, this thing moved in 2020, moved in 2021, moved in 2022, moved in. I mean, it's a crazy mover. So I would definitely expect people to be very aggressive on this. Let me go and look at the time that it's supposed to unhalt. Especially if they traded the others and didn't get the results that they want, especially with QNRX looking like it's going to go below $5. Not looking great. P Fund halted at the 938 16, so that would be what, 43.16. Got a couple minutes. Yeah, 43.16. We'll give that time to do its thing, but QNRX getting. Come on, HSDT, don't fail me now. Okay, not giving me quick data there. I don't know why it's moving a little bit slow there. Okay, there we go. HSDT continue going down and drying up on the volume down here. The sell side, look, very high sellers on this and very low buying. Even though this is where the people are, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it goes bearish. All right, P Fund, 43.16 is what we're looking for as an open. It has its ATR down here at 895. It is well away from that. And like I said, for it to be bullish, we want to see it not come all the way back down to this ATR, but form a higher low on a dip or just continue to push out. I mean, the value level here, the value area here is at the 948 here. So it's got two levels that it can come back and test. And of course, it has this right here, 924, 925-ish level. It's got a couple. So it's got one here. Whoops, I need to switch over to my price level. Okay, it just opened up. Remove drawing arrow. Remove that. Okay, so it just opened up there. And we'll see if it wants to pull back any. This one did not have catalyst. This is purely technical trading. People trading purely on the candlesticks, what they're telling them. So keep that in mind. The data release isn't until March 12th that they were talking about on P Fund. And maybe some people are trading the rumor and selling before the actual news hits. Let me read some of these chats. P Fund into a halt. Okay, CXI isn't going to give a monster move until it's through the flat top. Reliable said Coach might have more. Yeah, I looked at Coach last week. I think it was moving on Friday or something. QNRX has dropped below $5. So that one is out of the running. And P Fund, man, come on, P Fund. You got to get more volume. You can do it. even without a catalyst. You can do it because it really didn't have a dead pre-market here. It had a little bit of pre-market trading, a little bit of action that ranged between 830s up here to the 930s. So about $1 range there on P Fund. Okay, coming back within the value level here, and it hit a high up there of 1132, forming a lower low, but we want to see it not pull all the way back down to this ATR at $9. It does not need to drop all the way back through. Right now, relative standard deviation is 0.15. Going back up there. Oh, it moved the value level up again. Okay, so the value level just moved up to the high at the 11 whatever. So we'll see if it trades within this value level. Where's the bottom side of this value level? Down here at the 850s is the bottom. Wow, wow, wow. Up. Will it double top, or is it going to go ahead and rip that top off? Lot of volume. See that volume building in there? Look at those traders coming in there. Up to that value level high. Another tap. So it did open higher, did exactly what we were thinking, open higher. So, but this is still the opening 30 minutes. And at this point, I have to ask myself, you know, the obvious question, if I'm not already in it, how extended is this thing going to be? What is a pullback actually going to look like? Because this small little wick isn't really a true conviction that sellers lost out there. It's a very small wick there. The point of control has now pulled up. It was down here in this level and it came up here. I didn't even see it move, but it popped up here. Point of control is at 1045. So how will it hold 1045 is the question. Or will it continue to pull that point of control upward? And if it does, it's probably going to move the value level up as well. Can it hold that point of control without crashing out? So this is the okay. Woo. Okay, a little bit of pullback there. Back to the point of control. See if people are still interested. 1045. Or will it drop through 1045? HSDT now under $6, going towards 5 as well. Do not like those motions. So P Fund becoming the top thing that probably prop traders are trading right now, and we'll see if they splash it and how much of an attack they want to do on P Fund, especially without a catalyst, even though tomorrow is the big voting day. So right back into the control level, and 1045 breakdown is definitely going to be looking a little bit the start of a bearish move, but since it's still above the ATR high, it's still an overall bullish sentiment. Okay, 50s, almost breaking down 45, not quite. Can it get below 50? There's 46. Ooh, it just moved it down. Just move the point of control down. So let's see if we can go ahead and run through it. Point of control jump down to 1013 is the next spot for it to break down. Sellers still winning over 90%, over 75%, really. All right, so let's see what happens at 1018. Almost got down there and pushed it down even more. Point of control just moved down to the 996. So shorts are coming in and doing a lot of trading. Did it just halt? Well, okay. So that was a push through the 1018 or whatnot and into a halt down. So we'll have to see where this thing opens up. It's still above ATR though. So still relatively bullish. It's going to be very hard for it to hit this ATR low at 791. That's a long move down. If it opens up down there, that's crazy. Anyway, back over here to QNRX. It has been pulling its point of control down as well. Came back and tested the ATR low, but just looking overall really, really bearish. So, and same thing with HSDT. If it continues to trade down here, the point of control will come down as well. And basically what I wanted to do was create something that's quick. You know, I can just look at it and be like, okay, where's this? Where's this? Where are my variables? And just quickly like see, am I going to be entering? You know, that's my biggest question. Why do I need to hit the buy? You know? But yeah, that thing's into a halt. And 5-minute halt, it should be opening up at, so it halted at 950.37, should be opening up at the 55.37. Couple of minutes. And we're just being patient here on Monday morning, not losing our shoes. Okay, let's jump over here back to the scans and see if anything else is populated. Not really. As you can see on the top two here, on my over 5 is QNRX. That's only because they meet the criteria that I have here. P fund just does not meet it yet. It's going to have to get 2 deviations of abnormality, and it's also going to have to get 5 multiples of relative volume, and it has neither one of those. Look at it in comparison to these. 525 relative volume, and then this one and it looks like this one's headed back up. QNRX, HSDT 36 times the regular. So very abnormal movements. So let's jump back over here to QNRX. Did it? Oh no, it's not doing too much. I just saw it going back towards 100%. It was like, what in the world? HSDT giving up the ghost to the downside. Very, very harsh movements out of there. I'm not going to be trading that one. And QNRX isn't looking too hopeful as well. You'll have to start trading back around this mid low, like 550, break over 550, break over 575 really, and show me some strength. That's the only way. Okay, let's see. P fund. 2 minutes left on P fund, about to open. We'll see what this one wants to do. Man, this thing is just drying up in volume, man. It's just not getting anything down here. And you hate to see it, because when there's a lot of volume, there could be big shifts between the buyers and sellers. but the least volume, it doesn't really move the percentages on a particular candle like that, and shorts just continue to win out. Okay, QRNX, P Fund, QRNX trying to get back up to this little whatever, but following this huge red candle is gonna need a lot of help. All right, P Fund, 55.30 something, I think. 55.16, 55.37 is what we're looking for. About to come out of here. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this thing reacts. Will it, well, I'm not going to guesstimate. Let's let it open. There is the open, very, very small open there. Okay. What in the world? That was a slow open. Wow. Slow open down there to the touch of, did it touch 996 there? Low of this one was 990. So it did touch that point of control. Let's see who wins out here. This candle has about 5 minutes until it closes, popping off of that point of control. The top of the body of its previous rip out was 1072 up here. So let's see if it finds resistance off of that, 1067, I guess I was wrong. 1067, top of that body. Okay, touching that 1067 and re-entering the war zone. The war zone is this wick here, this previous wick between 1067 up here to 1130s. And you saw it faced a lot of resistance there trying to get back into this war zone. Let's see if we can pull it back in there. Okay. Tap, tap. Not able to get back into that war zone strongly. Let's jump over to QNRX. Jumping back down there towards the 5. Like I said, under the ATR low, it's just bearish moves. And then HSDT. But this thing, I wouldn't say that it's completely bearish because it's so far, it's still way above the ATR. So maybe it'll get down here and test this 909 or whatnot. But it just depends on how much time it takes. And will people just be like, you know what, I don't even want to trade this. Because it did not, it failed to get into that war zone up there aggressively. And we can see on the sell buy signaler, it's still 88 to 14%. So seller's still in control here. All right, QNRX back down to $5. And remember, sometimes when things revisit a level, sometimes it's even weaker. You know, the first one is always the best one. But it's looking real questionable here coming into this $5. And then HS, that one's not doing anything. Okay. All right, so P Fund back into this war zone here above this 1067. And, you know, I'm This is probably the industry. I'm probably not going to trade P Fund because it doesn't meet my metrics. But QNRX down below now, below $5. I'm gonna take that one off. Not too interested there. And so the last two we got on watch is HSDT and P Fund. And P Fund is looking like it's gonna take the day. Still has not closed this candle yet. New candle will open in now. But I am about to have to go and get to my morning meeting here. And it's literally trading in the point of control. So whatever it wants to do, it's still pretty bullish up here above the ATR. It's just not meeting my criteria, I guess. But yeah, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely keep your head on a swivel. You're going to continue trading. You know, I just want to practice on getting to the quickest synopsis on a ticker possible, right? Is it going to be the crazy one? Is it going to be the good one? Whatever, you know, how's the psychology going to play out? And at this point, I would usually be wanting my ticker to be more along the lines of either at or around the ATR, looking to buy now for a move out. But at this point, it's already done the move out. I don't know if it's going to continue. It does have a nice wick up there to $12, and it is falling back within this previous body candle of the previous candle. So point of control is at 1077, and it's pushing back down to that quite heavily. But I got to get out of here. Once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I will let you guys know what I see in the Discord. But yeah, Monday morning, starting off the race week and looking for some money out of the week. Anyway, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.